Welcome to the Big Easy. Today in New Orleans, Louisiana, Caesars Superdome, home of the R+L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up the regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So FIU's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with the double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Makes the grab. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it. brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Louisiana Monroe's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Firing to the right, complete. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Warhawks are facing... inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Quarterback extends the play. Finding an escape route. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. FIU pushing tempo. They'll send the tight end in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fight. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Runs for the tackle. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Warhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The lone back's got it. Finds a little space. Shows him the stiff arm. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right back to the well. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll run it on the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. And the Warhawks send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida International.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys. Dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Snagged in the middle. It's Bradford. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick completion to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Snagged out of the air. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the jet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Warhawks.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The short hands, it's Rodgers. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. The snap sets up to throw. Flips it out in the flat. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying play action. Now rolling to the left. Touchdown, FIU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The run from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Steps away. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The kick is on its way. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sets up the screen. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. FIU pushing tempo. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the catch down the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Personal foul. Looking kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stone. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Braswell. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. And while that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation point.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught behind the line. It's Crosby. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Warhawks decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Finds his tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Pulls it in, it's Stone. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers...
He lets it fly. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Warhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Bring in the heat. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. The Warhawks will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. FIU pushing tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. The give out of the gun. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Panthers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 30. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Warhawks are on the move. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Jukes his way for more. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Braswell. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. And they've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to. And we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
The Warhawks will try to punch it in on first and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They go to the ground. He's out past the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. FIU pushing tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes.
He unleashes a long one. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. They're dealing with a second and long. He'll do it himself. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it.
He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Florida International. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Braswell. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. comes this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably I'm going to need these runs. I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop it. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Warhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Time to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Warhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He makes the grab. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Warhawks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were